What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the B-Dubs Movie Hub. Brian here, and I've got a movie review for you today. So let's talk about Nosferatu from Robert Eggers. Hopefully my audio is sounding good. I know I've been having some upload issues with some sound, so I'm doing this directly through my computer today. So hopefully it's working. I have my microphone here, so it's on. It's turned up to full max. So hopefully this is, hopefully this is coming through clearly. But let's talk about Nosferatu. A quick synopsis of Nosferatu. It's a gothic tale of obsession between a haunted young woman and a terrifying vampire infatuated with her, causing untold horror in its wake. Alright, so I went and saw Nosferatu yesterday with a pretty large group of people, so thanks to my buddy Greg for setting that all up and getting those tickets. I actually think I still owe you a couple bucks for that. But we went in theater, saw it was a packed house, which I love to see. I really enjoyed going to the movie theaters to see movies. I know, there's some gripes with it. You get people talking and a lot of previews and all that, but commercials. But I enjoyed just the theater experience. This was pretty good. Nobody was talking during it. Everybody was just watching the movie, which is great. I thought it was really, really good. This is actually the first Robert Eggers movie that I've watched. I do have his previous three that I do need to see. Admittedly, I don't know why I have not gotten around to watch those yet, but I will probably do a marathon here soon so I can do some sort of ranking for all four movies. But in regards to Nosferatu, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was very atmospheric, a really good gothic horror movie. You have a really good cast overall. Bill Skarsgård is unrecognizable as Nosferatu. I'm not going to show any pictures here. I'm going to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. I don't want to ruin the look of Nosferatu for people that haven't seen it yet. I will say that if there was one downfall, it was probably his design a little bit just for me. But overall, he was amazing. The voice that he uses and just his mannerisms, it's really a spectacular performance. You also have Lily Rose Depp, who I am not too familiar with as far as an acting standpoint. I know she's Johnny Depp's daughter. That's about it. That's all I know from her. She did a really good job. A lot of really crazy facial expressions and little body contortioning she had to do was really well done. You have Nicholas Hoult, who I enjoy in many of his movies, so he was really good in this one as well. Aaron Taylor-Johnson, who's out there playing Craven right now, is also in this movie. His character is a little bit annoying, but overall he was actually pretty good. Very surprising role for him. Great performance. And of course you have Willem Dafoe, who is one of my favorite actors of all time, is just fantastic. I do wish he was in it a little bit longer. He shows up maybe about halfway through, but once he's on screen, it's just such a phenomenal performance from him. Again, one of my all-time favorites. Just, I'll watch anything that Willem Dafoe is in. So, definitely a great job on his part. And then Robert Eggers, fantastically directed movie here. Like I said, I need to go back and watch some of his other stuff. I heard Northman is really good. The Witch is fantastic, and The Lighthouse is weird as fuck. But definitely want to watch all three of those. I do actually have all of them on physical media, so I just have to check these out. And I will probably be doing some sort of marathon watch maybe this weekend on it. I also have not seen the original 1922 Nosferatu. I feel like I may have done a little bit of a disservice to myself not watching that first. And the 1979 Klaus Kinski one. I have not watched either of those. So they are on my list to watch. Hopefully this weekend. We'll see if I have time to do that. But I really want to watch those and just kind of see how this one stacks up to those. Because, again, I enjoyed the hell out of this. I thought it was fantastic. I really liked the use of both black and white and color. I thought it really looked amazing. The shadows, when you have the shadow of Count Orlok, kind of moving across the screen was just really, really well done. So the movie is about 2 hours and 15 minutes long. Some of the other content creators were talking about how they felt it ran a little bit long. Maybe some of the scenes were not boring, but it just felt a little drawn out. To me, it actually felt pretty smooth. I didn't think at any one point while I was sitting there like that I wanted it to end anytime soon. It didn't seem long and drawn out. I wasn't bored by any particular scene or any part that seemed kind of long. I felt like it kind of went pretty quickly. You know, I've sat there, watched all the previews and commercials. That seemed a lot longer, but once the movie got going, I really felt it was kind of a smooth 2 hours and 15 minutes. I don't necessarily think every movie needs to be 2+ hours long. Um, those type of epics do not bother me at all. I will sit down and watch a 3 hour movie if that's what that's what's out. You look at the Dunes. I mean, those are very long movies. Loved both of them. I just did Seven Samurai. I watched that. It's almost 4 hours long. I sat watched that straight through. So those types of things don't bother me particularly. You could probably cut 15 minutes out of it, and it would still be a great movie. They could have added 15 minutes to it, and I still would have been fine with it. It's in my top 10 for sure of 2024. I still need to see a lot more movies. Obviously, I have not seen everything that's come out in 2024, but I I do have a ranking going right now over on Letterboxd, and I'll probably tweak some things on there. I started at the beginning of the year, so things change. I got to go back and kind of rethink what's on that list and the order I have everything on there. But right now, it's probably my second favorite movie of the year. I love kind of getting into these gothic horror movies. It's not something that I've watched a lot of, but it's fantastic. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I recommend checking it out. If you don't want to go to the theaters, wait for it to come out on demand or physical media, whatever you want to do. But I do recommend it. I've been watching some other reviews, and it's kind of a mixed bag between. There was one person that I watched his video. He didn't care for it at all. There's a couple that are kind of in the middle that may need to go rewatch it just to kind of get their final thoughts on it. And then some people that gave it 3.5, 4 stars, whatever you do as far as Letterboxd or ratings if you do that. But for me, I liked it a lot. It's definitely going to be one that I revisit at some point. Like I said, I want to go back. I want to watch the original. I want to watch the remake in 1979, just to kind of see how the differences are, because I'm sure there are wild differences. The appearance of Count Orlok is kind of one of those differences. Like I said, I'm not going to give anything away about how he looked in this one, but it's a little bit different from the traditional 1922 version, and I think the 1979 version was a little closer to the original. This one's a little different. Actually, it's a lot different, but you guys can be the judge of that when you see it. I hope you see it. Eggers is, if these other movies are as good as Nosferatu, then I think we've got a really, really good director here who just will continue to do really good work. Let me know down in the comments below if you've seen Nosferatu and what your thoughts are. If you haven't seen it, are you planning to? Definitely love to see, kind of get everybody else's opinion on it. I think it's great kind of opening up that dialogue and seeing what everybody else thinks of movies. So my taste may not be the same as yours, and that's okay. Like I said, I've watched a few videos here, and it seems like it's kind of all over the place. I think there's going to be people that really enjoy it. I think there's going to be people that maybe don't enjoy it too much. It seems like the couple of the Robert Eggers enthusiasts were a little bit disappointed by this compared to his other films. I don't have that comparison because I haven't watched the other movies yet, so we'll see how it kind of stacks up to The Witch, Lighthouse, and The Northman once I check those few movies out. I hope you guys liked the video. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this out with your friends. I'm on Letterboxd where I do reviews. I'm on Instagram and Facebook as well. So I'll put the link to all those down in the description below so you can follow me on all those social media platforms. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.